Hey, it's Paul Farmer. Today is February 18th, 2015, and I want to do a quick little training on Facebook, the basics of Facebook, and then how I go about attracting people to me and having them ask me for the information about my business. And it's very simple, it doesn't take you a long time. But I just want to share with you how I've been doing. It's been kind of a test over the last few weeks, and these are the results. You can't really see the names, but these are the results. Got a few pages of names here of people. These are all people that have come and asked me for my information. I have not gone out to them. They came to me. So that's what I want to cover in this video. But I'm also going to go over some basics of Facebook, and hopefully I can get through this fast. I'm going to go fast, so just take notes. First thing, you want to make sure you have a picture of yourself smiling. Okay, picture, a well-lit picture, so people can see what you look like. You're open, you're fun, whatever, right? And then here, I have a scripture that means something to me. That's why I put this up. But a lot of the time, you'd want to put something more like a picture of you doing something that you like doing. Okay, so I'm going to come back to that in a minute. But this is what I put up. It's gone over very well. People really like this. I get a lot of compliments about it. So you could do that. It's probably better, honestly, to do something like this. Or, let me see, go up here, scroll up. Okay, that's just like kind of a lifestyle thing, but I'll get to some examples about that a little later. The next thing we want to look for here is your about section. Okay, so people are going to look for this stuff, and if you don't have it filled out, so you want to have your about section. So what I do is I go down here, you fill all this stuff out. You go through it, you fill it all out. Details about you. If you click on this, there should be, right, something in here. It doesn't have to be this much. I kind of went into a lot of detail. People read through this, they kind of get to know who I am. And that's really what you want. You want people to know who you are. You're a real person who wants to help, who has goals and aspirations, and you're a real person. You want people to know that. So that's important. I'm going to go back to the beginning here. And one of the things I want you to understand is this number here. I don't have 5,000 friends, and I have a ton of friend requests, but that doesn't mean I'm going to be adding everyone. Here's what you should understand. Just because you have 5,000 friends does not mean you're going to be selling like crazy on Facebook. It's not going to mean you're going to have a ton of engagement. That's going to take some work, okay? So don't get caught up in this number. It's not that important. In fact, a lot of the leaders who have maxed out their Facebook like big time are now scaling all the way back down, deleting a ton of friends to only have a few thousand. So, and the reason for that is they want qualified people. They want people that are excited about their vision and are not just dead wood, dead weight, right? So that's what's going on there. And that to me is more important. You want to have quality people that want what you have, or are like-minded to you. If you have a bunch of people that just spam stuff, don't participate, are not active, it's worthless. It's garbage. You don't want it. Just start deleting those people off your Facebook. You don't need them. Okay. So let's go into some basics here. Okay. So I'll just give you some examples. Here's Ray Higdon. Here's Nicole Cooper. Danny Johnson. Awesome. She's like on another level. So, but you can see she has a lot going on here. She's advertising her first steps to success, but she can do that. This is her page. She branded it this way, so she can get away with that. David Wood, he has a picture of his wife and his kid and himself, and then he has a picture of him smiling with his wife. So, and Kylo is another great example. He has a picture here, and then with his family. So you see, all of those are doing similar things, okay? Now let me get into some of the things you should not do, okay? Don't put your company picture on here. Don't do that. Right away, you're going to get people coming and they're like, oh, I don't want to be part of that. Don't do that. I did that at the beginning. I didn't know any better. Don't do that, okay? Don't just leave a black picture. Don't put like a picture not of you, okay? So that's not a good thing. You want to have a picture of yourself. Let's talk about posting, okay? So I'm just going to do this briefly, okay? So briefly, what works? What works are videos, pictures, and really being yourself. Now, asking questions is a good way to do that too. Like you can see right here, this is actually something I like to know what people are thinking. Does blogging really work? I personally blog. I like to blog. I think it works, but it takes time, and it's not for everyone. So I really wanted to nail it down, so I asked that question, and so far I've got 24 comments and some likes here. So I put that up just 3 hours ago, so it's still generating some stuff here, okay? So there's that. Questions, pictures. Now I'm going to tell you, if all you do is post a motivational picture, you're not going to get a ton of engagement, okay? And the reason is everybody's doing it. It's kind of lazy. You want to stand out from the crowd. So we're going to let me just scroll down and see if I can show you some stuff here. I can just tell you motivational pictures don't go over that well. Now if you write something about the motivational picture, so here's a motivational picture, okay? Now one of the little tricks I do, I like to put my blog email URL on it, okay? That brings traffic back to my blog where I provide training and people get to know who I am a little more, okay? So that's what I do, but you can see not a lot of engagement on this one, okay? So motivational pictures, they're okay once in a while, but don't just do motivational pictures. Videos are cool. People like videos, but again, let's think about it like someone scrolling through the page, okay? So you're scrolling through and you see a video. A lot of times you don't want to stop and watch it because that takes time. You're just scrolling through. So what do you want? You want pictures, and then questions are good because it engages your audience. And then on top of that, you want pictures, questions, videos. And what works great too is when you tell your personal stories. And a great person that does this really, really well is Kylo. He will just tell you what's on his mind and what's going on in his life and things he's learned. And he does this really well, and he gets like tons and tons and tons of engagement. This is a guy to follow, to really just kind of dissect what he's doing. Don't expect to get the engagement he's going to get because he's been working on this for 5 years. It takes time, okay? So that's engagement, okay? So the next thing you want to do, and this is just kind of something I do, is like you scratch my back, I scratch yours. And this isn't a high income producing activity, so do this in your spare time. Spend like 30 minutes on it. When someone comments, what you want to do is you kind of want to engage with them. You want to come back and you want to comment back. Okay, so let me just show you an example today. I had Justin here. He wrote a comment, so I just wrote one back and said thanks, I appreciate it, and I liked it. Think about it. If we're all people, and we all like to communicate, we all like to have recognition, and how does it feel when a leader likes or comments on something you did? It feels pretty good, right? So it's the same idea here. And this is really going to help because now you're like, wow, you're really paying attention to people that are posting and you're liking their stuff. Another thing I like to do is if someone likes my comment, what I'll do is I'll go and I'll like something on their page. Okay, so that's another way you're kind of paying back the favor, right? You're paying back. And if you do this, what's going to happen is you're going to start getting more and more people to engage with you because you're engaging with them. And they're going to start seeing that. Facebook's going to like that. And you're going to start getting more engagement on your page. It takes time. It's something you have to do over time, but it will work. Only other thing I want to say about that is, share other people's stuff, like it, comment. People love that, okay? It's all about engaging with other people. You're not going to get engagement if you don't engage with someone else. The other thing I like to do is if someone likes my stuff or whatever, I'll go and I'll say hello. Hey, how you doing? How's it going? And strike up a conversation. Like I just had an amazing conversation with Mike here, and we're pretty much on the same page. So really awesome conversation, great connecting. You guys don't have to be afraid. He actually came to me, but you don't have to be afraid of talking to people. Just be yourself. It's not about pitching. It's not about trying to get someone to buy something, because that will happen in the process. If they know, like, and trust you, that will happen. Trust me on this. But just engage. Just say hello. How are you doing? How's it going? Get to know them. Take an interest in them. This is not rocket science. Well, a person that teaches this really well is Danny Johnson. She talks about this all the time. And look at her engagement. I mean, it's through the roof. Now, again, she's on a whole different level than most people. She actually does this for a living. That's what she does. She trains people how to engage with people, how to connect with people, how to build relationships with people, the different personality types, and things of that nature. So she's very, very good at it. You know, Ray Higdon, he's posting lifestyle. So I forgot to tell you about that. Lifestyle works really great. People love lifestyle. Okay, so I'm running out of time. I'm not going to be able to get to what I want to in this video, so I think I'm going to have to come back and do it again on another video. But let me just go over a few don'ts. Okay, don't put a link all over your wall. Okay, if you're going to put a link, put it in a picture, like a motivational quote or a different picture. Let me just show you. But don't put a link on your wall. Only if you write like an essay, you can put a link. Just think about it like that. Other than that, don't put links. Just don't put links on your wall. You want to put links, put them on your Facebook page, but not your wall. That's a whole different training. But see, I put my link here. Okay, and then this is a picture that can be shared, and then traffic will come back to my site. Okay, and I'm advertising my blog, not my business. This is going to my blog, which is that's a whole nother subject I could talk about. But that's basically this. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this part up. Just remember, we're talking to people. These are real people. Okay, they're not just like numbers that you're just trying to pitch everything to. It doesn't work. Don't do that. Engage with people, connect with them. The more connections you have, the more sales you're going to make, even if you're not selling. It works. It really does. Let's see. What did I want to show you? Let me see if I have enough time to go over this. I think I could do it in 2 minutes. I'm going to go here. Now, I actually have a post that I have tons of people asking me for information. So I'm going to do this fast, but I'm just going to show you what's going on here. Okay, so I made a picture. It's like a lifestyle type picture. I put my URL on it. I didn't put a link in the description. I put my URL. Okay, and it's kind of a lifestyle, kind of a question. There's curiosity, so that's key right there. Okay. Then up here, like I kind of know my market. This is really just a quick example. I just provide like this right here without marketing. That's gonna like alarm bells, right? Like this is, oh, what? Without marketing? Oh, that's something I could probably do, right? And then I just show that they don't have to do this because this particular business, they don't. And then I want to show you another thing, okay? So instead of putting a link, I put message me. Now this part is powerful. Don't put a link, put a message. Message me. Message me, and you're going to get people coming to you, and then you can just share your info with them and then follow up with them, okay? So that's what I'm doing. I know that was quick. I know there could be more to it, but just study that. I hope you took some notes. If you want to get more information about some trainings I do and just get more help, go to my blog, paulgfarmer.com, and I have an opt-in form at the top. Just opt into that list, and you're going to get tons of training on what to do daily, YouTube, Facebook, all that, belief, all that stuff, mindset, and I give that away free. So just go ahead and do that, and with that, make it a great day.